There is construction going on down the street, so I'm going to try and film around that, but I apologize for any sounds that may make it into the background of this video. Hello everybody, my name is Danny and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing the fall writing tag that my cats are running around in the background, sorry if you can hear that. I believe this tag was created by Alexandra Roslin. I will link her video in the description for you to check out. Basically there are 10 different fall related questions about writing and I'm going to answer them for you right now. So question number 1 is crunching leaves, and that is, what do you like to listen to while writing? And I normally make playlists for my projects, but right now I'm working on my dark academia story that I'm calling Revelry, and I have really loved like ambiance playlists that I've been finding on YouTube with like classical music and rain sounds or like a crackling fireplace laid over it. Those have just been so good for me to listen to while working on the story. Number 2 is hot bubbling cider, and the question is, what do you like to eat or drink while you are writing? And I don't really eat or drink while writing. I'll have my water with me, or if I don't have water, I'll have like a cup of iced tea or something, but that's really the extent of that. I do like to use little snacks as rewards for hitting my goal. So like right now I have a bag of the little mini Reese's peanut butter cups that I got as a discount from after Halloween, and every day that I hit my goal I get to have one of those, so that's the extent of my writing snack experience. Question number 3 is bonfires, and that is to describe your perfect writing conditions. And for me, one of those conditions would be my cats chilling. I have 2 kittens and they are so rambunctious. They usually chill out around noon-ish during the day, and then they're out for several hours. So it'd be during that time, that way they're not like stepping on my computer, activating sticky keys as they do all the time, they're not chewing on any wires, and I would have some sort of music or ambiance playing. Like I mentioned, I do like to use those, and it would be raining just because I love writing while it is raining outside. There wouldn't be a lot of loud traffic or sirens, it would just be a nice calming experience. Number 4 is the pumpkin spice latte, and as an aside, I did do the pumpkin spice latte reading tag a couple of weeks ago, so I will link that down in the description for you. But the question for this prompt is something that you used to like regarding writing, but now you don't. For that, I'm going to say super short sprints. I still do like short sprints while drafting, but while doing things like editing, which is what I'm doing right now with my project, I have grown to like some longer sprints, nothing more than like 30 or 35 minutes though. You people who do hour-long sprints, I do not understand how you can focus for that long. Number 5 is Halloween, and that is, what is your favorite part about writing? And my favorite part of the writing process, it actually kind of, there's those construction sounds, I'm going to keep going. It kind of bookends it because I love the whole like world building and character development aspect, but then I also love doing those like final copy edits, just nitpicking all of the little details. Everything in between is good too, but like those 2 parts are definitely my favorites. My favorite thing to happen while writing is when I write a line and then I read it back and I just love it so much that I can't help but be like texting everyone I know like, hey, do you want to read this line that I just wrote? It's really good. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's amazing. Number 6 is monsters and goblins. What terrifies you the most about writing? And for me, I'm definitely so scared that I'm going to sit down and start writing and accidentally like completely steal something from the media that I've been consuming. So like, I understand inspiration is important and necessary when writing, but I really am scared that I'm going to write an entire novel and then publish it, and then someone's gonna be like, hey, this character is exactly like this other character from this thing that you like, you definitely copied, and then I'd be like, oh my god. Yeah, not something that I want to happen. Number 7 is hay rides, and the question is, what do you do to get over writer's block or to get inspired? I am so sorry about these construction sounds. I don't even know if it's gonna pick up, but if it is, I'm sorry. But when I experience writer's block, I will start very, very slowly to get back into it. So I will not even touch my project. I will do things like make mood boards or playlists to get myself in the mood. And then when I do start writing, I will set the smallest goal possible. So I'll be like, okay, today my goal is to write 25 words. And then I will write the 25 words, and two things will happen. Either I will want to keep writing, in which case I will keep writing and I'll blow my goal out of the water, or the second thing is I won't want to keep writing and so I'll stop for the day, but I can still feel good because I technically did hit my goal even if it was only 25 words, and then as I keep going I will slowly expand my goal and make it a little bit further, a little bit more to achieve, and I will just get out of the writer's block that way, and it hasn't failed me yet. Number 8 is haunted house, and the question is, how do you craft the perfect setting? And for me, the perfect setting is all in the details, and it'll be things like what the character is smelling or tasting, things you don't normally see. Like in a book, it's like 90% what the reader is seeing or hearing, but you have to get those other senses in there. And I especially like to do this in relation to how a character is feeling. So like an anxious character might be acutely aware of the way their clothing is pressing in on their skin, or an angry character might be hyper-focusing on the ticking of a clock because that tick-tick-ticking sound is pissing them off more than they already are. So little things like that I think really help get the setting done right. Number 9 is pumpkins, and the question is, do your ideas usually start with characters, plot, setting, or something else? And for me, I tend to have like characters and vague plot ideas come to me first. So for example, with Revelry, the first character to come to me was the main character Georgie, and I knew she was going to be a very shy, keep to herself kind of girl, and that she has this like tragic backstory because it's Dark Academia, who doesn't have a tragic backstory, and she's still kind of reeling from things with that, and she's thrust into this new environment. And then I had this idea of like, what if one of her new friends is hurt or something like that? So I kind of played around with all these different things and looking at tropes in the genre to really figure out my story. And there's a big car going by, I'm sorry. Okay, and now we're on to number 10, the final question. Hopefully the construction and cars don't interrupt me too much more. This is ghost stories, and the question is to share a spooky writing prompt or story idea. And for me, I'm going to share a little bit more about my project Revelry because it's Dark Academia and very spooky in my opinion. So like I said, it's about this main character Georgie. She's had some tragic things recently happen to her, and she's transferring into a new school, and it's all just a bit much for her, so she keeps to herself. But she does make some friends and starts to kind of feel like she's fitting in. You know, she's not having the best time with classes. She doesn't really participate in discussions, but like she's doing good with her grades, and professors seem to like her. Like I said, she's got this friend group, and then one day something bad happens, and the entire rest of the story is her just reeling from that. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but it goes down a very dark rabbit hole. It's Dark Academia, so of course it does. But yeah, very, very perfect for the spookiest time of year. So it's a great time to be working on it right now. And so we did it. We finally got through all of the questions despite all of the loud sounds going on. This was a very, very fun tag. If you enjoyed watching this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel for more content, and that way I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.